Greetings, everyone. I welcome you all to your 6th class trial. Now, to refresh you all of the rules of the class trial, your goal is to figure out who murdered amongst all of you for one of your fellow classmates. Your goal is to figure out the murderer. Is Azrael the ultimate monster friend? Somebody killed him, but I don't know which one of you did. What do you mean you don't know? My systems were shut off, remember? Do you really think I could have looked on the cameras and seen the murder if I was shut off? No. That's why I'm making a little bit of different rules for this class trial. I will not really have any extra punishments if you get it wrong. This time, if you vote the wrong person instead of the actual black end, then no reward will be held. I'm currently having the download footage put into my head. So I'll tell you if I learn, but I may not remember. So if I'm not able to remember using the school's security system to implant into my mind, then there's not going to be any exempt for motives, and anyone you vote will just consider the killer. That doesn't seem very fair. Well, I kind of don't have a choice. After all, I was knocked out. Well, it doesn't seem like you can contact the servants for help either. Rousse still isn't here.
Oh, he still hasn't shown up? Where is he? I'm hoping he makes it here, otherwise he may just be executed. At the same time though, I think we have bigger problems.
Come on, Rousse. I really hope you get here. I know we have to solve Azrael's murder, but I'm still nervous for you. I really hope you get here, please, we need you. Why did she go missing? I mean, she was still around helping Azrael, but she just vanishes? Why would that happen? Where could Rousse be? We haven't seen her this entire time. Could she... Alright, so it seems they still haven't shown up, so we're gonna do a little thing. Azrael, well, it seems like they still haven't shown up, so we're gonna do something a little different. Rousse, if you don't show up shortly, by the time I count down to 0, you're gonna be executed, wherever you are, first thing. 5, 4... Sorry. I'm here. Please don't. I'm sorry I'm late. There you are.
Jeez, Rousse, you were making us nervous for you.
Rousse, you're okay. I'm fine. I'm sorry I was late. Where were you? I'll explain. I'm sorry. You really all think... Yeah, Azrael died.
You were the last one with him, weren't you?
Well, yes, he was with me. Hold on a second.
What are you...
Sorry, I'm just making myself some room. I need to take off this outfit. Huh? Take off... What the... Oh, phew. That's much better. The outfit is quite hot. I thought you all said that he was dead. What in the...
What the hell is... Azrael? Is that...
Yeah, it's me. Sorry I had to come in like that. What the fuck? How is... I wasn't expecting this from him. How... Azrael... Is that really you? Yeah, it's me. Sorry for the whole thing. I had to end up a little disguising myself just to get by and everything. It was kind of a stretch, but at least I got through. Got through with what? You were meant to be dead. Huh? Oh, you meant Rousse's body?
What?
Yeah, sorry. That body you saw was actually Rousse. I'm still alive. Sorry if I caused a scare.
What?
That was Rousse, but I get you look alike, but he still looks nothing like you. Well, I mean, we're both goats. I'm sorry for what ended up happening. It's a lot to go over, but
just to cut it short, this case isn't really needed.
This is weird. I would have expected him to. Well, won't you look at that? So Rousse was really the one who died? I can't believe you all lied to me. Now we're in a pointless trial. Huh. Well, if Rousse is the one dead, the servant rules are as such. Any dead servants won't be counted for a trial, so I suppose we can...
Wait, hold up, you can't end it just yet.
Why not?
Don't you see this is a bit strange?
Yeah, Azrael, how the hell did this happen anyways? Yeah, this is strange. For you to come in like this. What does... Well, I suppose it is easier if I explain all of it to you. It's probably for the best. I'm sorry for the deception again, but if you want, I'll tell you what really happened.
You know what happened.
I do, and I can tell you.
Hold everything for a moment, Monokuma. I feel like we should listen to what happened first before we end this trial.
Fine, if you're so sure.
Well, what is this all about?
Azrael being suddenly...
Rousse being suddenly Azrael? How does any of this work? Is something going on here? If so, what is? How is this making sense? He must know something. Should I figure out what's going on?
The corpse in the VIP room was Rousse's, not mine. We got trapped in this room after they left because of the gas. In it, Rouse tried to kill me, but I succeeded and killed him instead. And then I took his clothes to disguise as him for the trial.
You killed Rouse? Then what did you use to kill him?
I just hit him over the head with a little plate, nothing more. Hey, that's not right. Azrael, I don't know if I can believe that this is you. Well, it's me. Everything I'm saying is the truth. Rouse tried to kill me.
I don't know what's more strange. Hearing you say Rouse tried to kill you.
I mean, they were the only ones together in that room, right? Yes, but I don't think that's the relevant point, the main issue with what he's saying, right, Chalice? But from what we found, Rouse's body... Well, yeah, Rouse's body, now from what you've said, it doesn't seem to have any wounds implicating he was hit over the head with something like you've described. He had a gunshot wound.
Yeah, each and every one of us in that room had seen it. I don't know if you're trying to lie to us or not, but that was a really bad job. It was very evident.
Is that so? I was panicking over everything. Speaking of which, where would the gun be that was used to kill? You seem to know, don't you? If you are Asriel and what you are strangely saying is true, did you shoot Rousse? Yeah, already something isn't lining up, isn't it? It seems weird, doesn't it?
I mean, I know you wouldn't be convicted of anything if you killed a servant. You don't have to go through a trial, but for you to have done this, and gunshots? I don't think Azrael would be brave enough to pull a trigger, especially when we couldn't even find a gun.
Well, I can't... This is very strange, even for him. Is this even Azrael? Something about the way he's acting right now seems off. They're right though. Azrael wouldn't pull a trigger, and the gun is the only thing that we could know was used to kill, but we never saw a gun anywhere. Then how does any of this work? Is he... Okay, don't worry, I can fix this. I just need some smarts. Just need... Oh, here. Alright, let's start this over. I don't think you're right about that. What?
Suddenly, Rousse?
Eh? Huh? What the fuck? Okay, hold on a second. Are you... Well, it seems you found me out. Yes, Azrael wouldn't be someone as brave to pull a trigger. That was me. The corpse you found was actually Rousse, Azrael. I just kind of hid the fact so I can make things a bit easier at the moment. Excuse me? I wasn't expecting to be found out so soon, but it works either way. I'm Sorry for the deception. What the hell is happening? He suddenly switched to Rousse? How is this? What is... my head, I feel like I'm getting an overload. What the?
Are you lying to us? Are you actually Rousse?
No. I'm actually Azrael. I'm just messing with you guys. What the hell?
What is any of this? Are we being tricked? How is he switching clothes so fast? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm not allowed to say. That'd ruin the fun of the mystery, wouldn't it?
Huh? Are you trying to do something?
Well, I confess one thing. I did murder one of those two people. See, I was just trying to do a little something, but I came up with a very clever plan for the trial, which I'm putting on right now. So, that's kind of why you're seeing me the way I am. My multiple switches back and forth. How are you meant to know if I'm messing with you or not?
So, is this all intentional? This is strange. You're saying that you're either Azrael or Rousse.
Yep. Shh. However, you have no way of figuring out which one I actually am. I personally set this murder to be this way. I confess, I am one of the two. And the victim you found before you, this murder, is one of them either. But it's not like you know which one they are. Because neither do you know who I am. Well, this was not on my agenda for murders, but this is interesting. This is strange. Why are they acting this way? To see someone like him doing this? Something seems off, but how is this possible? Who could he really be? Are we being tricked? Played with for this murder? This seems off. From what we're learning from him, it seems like whoever they are is the culprit of this case. And the culprit's the victim's identity, what we thought was Azrael, is now either of them. We were played. Do you think that's why... I don't know. They're trying to get at something. Alright then. They're trying to play a game. A way to figure out who they are. If anything, they're trying to stall us from finding the murderer. So, I think we should play along with them.
What?
If we don't play along and listen to what this person is saying, whether it be Rousse or Azrael, they are responsible for this murder, it seems. And they're using these to disguise. After all, we found Azrael with missing clothes. Or maybe Rousse? I don't know. But I think that would make a connection if we're trying to plan something.
So you want us to go along with what they're trying to do?
I don't know. Do you really think we'll be able to solve the murder that way? If we play along with the game, it may work. Whoever you are, I have a real request. Could you go over more of the detail of what happened before you died? More of what happened? Perhaps I can do that. Sounds fun enough. I have to keep my focus straight. I don't know why he is doing this, but it wasn't part of everything. But now we have to figure it out. There's some secrets being put in. Maybe if he recites his tale, he'll leak something that may point us to who he really is. But how? What could that evidence be? When Chalice and Kirby had left, me and Asriel were stuck in the VIP room alone. I'm sitting there, trapped in the room by all the gas. Rousse wasn't able to cure me, so he ended up trying to kill me instead. You were in danger. It's not like I had a choice. And I had no way of getting help from anyone. Wait, that's not right! What? No, you definitely tried to get help. Or at least signal that something was happening. Oh, did I now? Actually, you did. I remember clearly. Boo. Didn't you see Azrael before everything? I did see Azrael. He gave me a letter.
He gave you a letter.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. I wrote it in hopes to say goodbye to everyone. Well, before Rousse kind of gave me the opportunity to do so beforehand. Huh? What letter? I don't remember there being any letter. Huh?
No letter? But we all saw the letter.
I have to agree. I never saw any kind of letter from Azrael, especially since we were in the room together.
But we all saw it. Don't you have it, Chalice?
I do. Right here. This is a letter sent to us by Azrael. It was sent to someone, but the name has been scribbled out. And Boo has confirmed himself that he delivered a letter. This means that it must have been sent to a certain somebody, but their name is still crossed out, as if whoever you were want to hide it. That's insane. Why would I ever want to hide my own letter? After all, it's not like it would lead to anything.
Actually, think about it. It would lead to something.
Oh, you're thinking the same thing, aren't you?
Yep.
What exactly are you bringing up?
Do you guys know something?
Well, I think I may know something that kind of disproves what our current Rousse is trying to say. Don't you agree with me, Chalice?
Something that disproves their lies. They're claiming that there's nothing that could have been resulted from delivering a letter from Azrael, but there is one thing that could have came from delivering a letter. What could have happened? What could have been caused by making Boo deliver a letter? I remember now. Would it surprise you if I told you that there were 2 letters? What? 2 letters? What are you getting at? What? Another letter? I still can't remember that one. But it's simple, really. See, Brock and I found a different letter. We found a separate one than the normal. This one was written by Azrael, with the person it was sent to crossed off. However, for this one, both the sender and deliverer were crossed off.
But I question how this proves anything.
Actually, it proves a lot. See, this one references things written in this one, Azriel's. The only way that can make sense, and both of those connect, is if the person who wrote this letter received Azriel's. But then who was that letter sent to? I don't know, but if anything, it must have been sent to the culprit. Something here is being untold to us. The only reason anyone would try to get to Azrael in the first place, if we assume that he was the one who died, was if they tried to get to him because they received this letter. That means only one thing. Our culprit could be someone. How are you more incorrect? Rousse? You have no way of proving who could have really killed him. After all the evidence is clear as dirt. I mean, I've already confessed. Do you really think I'm the one who died and Azrael killed me? Or did I die and Rousse killed me? You never know.
Ugh, these mind games are starting to get to my head. Not even I can read his thoughts.
Yeah, I feel like he's doing this intentionally. He's really trying to hide his secret. That's obviously their goal, to hide everything they're trying to keep secret. They're not trying to let anything slip. Though, they can't hide forever, you know. They're right about that. Everything can be proven right. If anything, I'm going to do so. I can prove which one you really are. And I think I know which person you really are between the two. Well, Chalice, I'm not gonna stop you. If you believe you know, then go ahead. You don't know anything. I will prove you wrong. You don't know anything about this murder. Only we do. Oh, I sent a letter before my untimely demise, as far as you think. Big deal. The letter doesn't prove anything. And neither can Boo prove anything, because he lost his memory. Whew. We may not remember. All we can know for certain is that the culprit was the one who received that letter. Otherwise, no one would have been able to go up to there. Not like anyone could try to go up there in the first place. After all, everyone was trapped in gassed rooms. Except for Boo. So it's not like anyone could have gotten to us either way. And you have nothing that proves who we truly are. We don't have to do this. I know you're just doing it for him, but... So, what do you have that proves that I can only be one person? No, that's not right. Oh man. I'm sorry to whoever you are, but I have to reveal the truth. Actually, I believe there's one piece of evidence that may be able to figure out who you are. The one who may be responsible for it all. We have something? Oh, really? I'd love to hear what it is, Chalice. Do say.
Well, what is it?
I think I already know what you're trying to get at. I believe I agree with you as well, Chalice. Well, was your idea of this? Yes, it was. What exactly is that? What this is a collar that belongs to the servants. At least one of those that they have been held on this entire time.
Well, aren't those things red?
Yes, but this one seems to be powered off, and we ended up finding it during investigation. Now, because of this, all the servants are dead, except for one person who has a collar. So, you believe that I am the one who did it? Because a collar? It's not like you can prove it's mine, because I don't have mine on me. True, and all we know, it could be an extra. I only made as many as there were servants, so if anything, that can't be an extra. Well then, our chances that this belongs to Rousse. But then that explains a bigger question. How did this get into Monokuma's office? Correct. That thing was found in Monokuma's office. It must have been there for a certain reason. However, the question is, how could it get into Monokuma's office? Well, it's not like I could have been the one to go in there. I don't have availability to a collar. Well, normally no one's allowed into my office, but there is one way to get free access since the door is normally locked. If you have the collar, you can scan it, and you'll be accessed, but that's only allowed for the servants.
Why exactly are you telling us this?
Because again, I don't know who the victim is, and I don't know who killed. I'm just as confused as all of you are, and I'd rather be helping. But if that's the case, then it has to be Rousse, because then they would use the collar to open up and enter the office. Might I remind you that this whole time I've been saying that I killed Rousse? I could have snagged his collar and then went and done everything. It's not like it can belong to me either. After all, we have no way of removing our collars. But we don't know which one it is. It's so confusing. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. We shouldn't be asking which one of them used Rousse's collar. We should be asking ourselves, why would they go into Monokuma's office?
Why they would go into his office?
Exactly. You see, the culprit must have tried to do something in his office. And remember, the only reason that they would ever want to try and go into the office in the first place was because all of this started with what we know as the very beginning, Asriel's request. We know from this request only one thing. It was Asriel's dying wish to meet a certain somebody, or at least say goodbye. Now, if we go from this, why would the culprits, whoever they were, whether it be Azrael or Rousse, take this and use it as a form of importance to go into Monokuma's office?
Are you saying that Azrael's letter, or even the one that followed up after it, is what led them to try and go into Monokuma's office? Then what could it have been?
Well, they went to the office for something. The question is what? It's not like you can find out what it was. Think about it, Chalice. There must be something that they would have wanted to go into the office to get. But if that's the case, what would they have wanted to go in there to receive? I remember now. There is one thing in the office that may have been important to the culprit. They wanted to make everything happen the way it was. The gas mask.
A gas mask?
What do you mean a gas mask? When we were trapped on the other side, we went to Monokuma to try and see if there was a way we could get over to you guys on those floors. While we were there, Monokuma told us that he had a spare gas mask, but it was only reserved to those who won a class trial. I mean, using something like that for someone who's exempt from motives makes sense. Couldn't you have given it to me? You're a ghost, you're already immune to the gas. Yoo-hoo-hoo.
But why would they go in there for a gas mask? What would they need it for?
Well, remember, the person that this was sent to was the person who made a follow-up message was trying to get to Azrael after they received the first letter from Azrael. They wanted to get to them. But in order to do that, they had to go through the office of Monokuma to get a gas mask, since the areas were gassed with the rooms. And I believe that only means one thing, right, Chalice? You're right, it can only mean one thing. The person who must have snuck in to grab the gas mask must have been someone who was trying to bring someone to see Azrael in the midst of all the gas, and the only one available to bring them in was not the person who killed, but rather Rousse. Rousse. Well, at least the one hidden. Is that so? You believe it is me? I was the one who went to Monokuma's office? I do suppose that explains the collar, but it doesn't explain that could be my real identity.
Well, technically, yes, it would.
I mean, it already proves for a fact that it has to be you. Azrael was sick. The poison gas infected him. Even if the motive ended, he was still infected by it. It's not like he could do any of it.
And your collar was in his office. If anything, you were the one who was in there.
Poor things. You really think I would give up that easily if I didn't have a backup plan? You really believe it's me? The one you're staring at right now is Rousse? It could easily still be me. I'm telling you right now that I was the one who had seen him die. Rousse tried to kill me and I killed him. And then I went to grab the gas mask in a disguise. And then for you to consider that I am the one still alive, and not Azrael? I get we look the same, but I'm telling you it's not me. I'm not the one who did all of this. It can't be me, and you know it. I wasn't someone who could have helped all of this. Who's not giving up. He's insistent that it's him, but we've already ratted him out. It can't be anyone else. Exactly. The only person who could have entered that office is him. It must be him.
We've beaten your game. The whole point was to screw up this murder, wasn't it? Well, we've already figured it out. You were trying to help someone see Azrael. You're not even the killer of this case.
Yeah, you're just a filthy accomplice. So, why don't you give up, and... Oh, really? Monokuma? Yeah? May I request to you a scrum debate? No, seriously? Ooh, a scrum debate request? How exciting. Then I suppose we'll have a scrum debate. Sounds fun enough. Come on, why did this have to happen? Why is he fighting? I know, we've already given up, but... Alright then, this will be our way of settling the truth. Since I'm too irrelevant to have my own argument armaments. So tell me, how is this going to work? If you believe that I am really Rousse, you're gonna have to go against me. And me, because I'm telling you, I was the one who killed Rousse. This murder is irrelevant. We can end it all here. He does have a point, though. We can keep going, but if we believe that it's really Azrael who was the one who killed, this murder will become irrelevant.
But we know for a fact it was Azrael who died, and we can't let their killer get away. It's best if we believe the truth, isn't it?
Well, we can stop all of this here, and we don't have to keep going. I mean, we've already admitted that it has to be Rousse, but if we accept the fact that maybe it was Azrael who murdered, this case can end, and we can all just leave.
No, we can't do that. We have to solve Asriel's murder. We know Rousse was an accomplice and we have to prove it. Even if it's all 6 of us against her in the scrum debates, we still have to do it. Yeah, aren't we all in on this? I didn't want him to do it. I didn't want him to fight this way. After all, we were promised to give up and not to fight, but... well, here he is, doing something I never would have expected from him. And the plan. Now we have no choice. I guess I'm gonna have to go with it. I'll say it again. Rousse tried to kill me, and I killed him. Dreambirds.
How are we meant to believe you when we can't even identify whose body we saw?
My collar was found. Big deal. It doesn't mean I used it. Boo. Azrael was too sick to get out of bed. Obviously, it had to be you. How could there meant to be 2 letters if Boo can't even remember the other? Brock.
Whose memory was wiped? We don't know how, but it happened either way.
Why would I want to dare go to Monokuma's office? Kirby. You went there to give the gas mask to gifts to someone else. But you don't know who I gifted it to. Flareon gave it to the culprits who wanted to try and meet Azrael before he died. What was I doing in this outfit? What would have happened then? I'll do it. You took Azrael's clothes after the murder and disguised yourself as a child. It's not true. It's over. Our answer is final. This is our answer. It's over. That's our decision. Those are all mere coincidences. And yet, though you still believe it's me, I'm telling you you're wrong. I am Azrael. And I am Rousse. And you have no way of deciding which is the real one. Oh god, my head hurts. There's gotta be a way we can prove it. These are all true coincidences, but we need something evident to finish it off. Because it has to be them. Why do I have to keep fighting? You're making my head hurt. Head hurting. Head hurting? Aha! You think you're smart, huh? What are you getting at? I wondered why my memory was wiped, but now I remember fully. What? I delivered 2 letters. I can know that much, but I never remembered who. Besides, the first one must have been the culprit from what we learned, and the second must have been the accomplice. But my memory being wiped didn't make sense at the time. But now knowing that it's between either you two, I know who it was. Azrael can't confirm magic. Only Rousse can. Only you are able to wipe my mind. In short, you're the only one who could be the accomplice.
He's right. Then that's it. This game is over. It must be you.
Boo, you're right. I know I am. Don't rub it in. It must be you. Rousse, you're the one who's real, not Azrael. You are the accomplice. That isn't true. You have no way of proving that. Please, you can stop now. Huh? I know it's rough. You probably didn't have a choice, Rousse. We know what you've been going through. Everything from the mastermind and the pain. But sometimes it's best to just let go. Please confess. Tell us who you really are. Is he? You're right. Azrael is dead. I'm not Azrael. You were all right. I'm Rousse. No more hiding my disguise. I I'm the real one. The real goat. Well, we finally know who died, thank goodness.
So it was you.
I knew it. It was me. I confess. I am an accomplice in this murder. I did help kill Azrael, but I wasn't intending to kill him, you know. It wasn't my plan.
Wasn't your plan? What are you?
Please, explain it to everyone now. We all want to know. Here's how it happened. Yes, I was helping Azrael in his pain and what he was going through with the motive. He was struggling a lot. His pain was growing and growing. The motive wasn't ending for him, and he just kept getting in pain from the gas. So we sent a letter out to the one who arranged everything. And then I got a letter back from the culprit. And from that letter, I was told to help them see Azrael. No, I didn't know it was a murder plan, but they had a plan written out, so I took it. I took the letter and I ended up going to Monokuma's office. In there, I took a taser and I electrocuted him with it, shocking him until he shut down. Thanks for that. You're getting executed, you know, for it. I'm getting executed either way. I helped in the murder. Oh, that's right. After it all, I ended up after knocking out Monokuma, I used his computer to disable my collar so that I didn't have to be stuck by it anymore. And then after that, I did the last step. I took the gas mask and I went to where the culprit was. I gave it to them so that they could see Azrael while I waited for them to return and give it back. I'm sorry. So, you helped the culprit? I didn't know they would kill Azrael, but when they came back with his clothes, I realized what had happened. And then, instinctively, I ended up taking them, and I was intended to be just a stage of confusion, but I used it as an extra layer to this murder. I used it to camouflage my true self and pretend I was Azrael just to make things confusing.
But why go to the lengths for that killer? After all, why would they do that for just you?
I can't say it. If I say it, I'll die. I don't want that. But we need to know the truth.
We have to know everything.
I can't. I don't want to die just yet. I want to live a little longer. Wait. Kirby, Chalice, you guys are good at piecing together what people are trying to say, if they're unable to, right? Oh, the logic refreshes? Yeah, that's right. I'll say this now. If you really want to figure out Azrael's murderer, there's only one way to do it. I know the truth of the case, but I can't say it, because it'll get me killed. You're going to have to piece it together for me. I don't want to die just yet. I'd rather wait for the execution. You'll have to piece it together for me.
Do you really think we can get to where he's trying to get at?
I think we can, or rather, they can, right? We can probably piece it together. Surely. But where do you think this will get us? I'm kind of scared to learn. It'll get us to a truth. We want to know what happened to Azrael. This is the one way to figure it out. Otherwise, we'll never get it done. We all want to know Azrael's killer. This is the only way. As Rousse knows something. We need to get it out of him. We have to do it safely. Right, Chalice? And I'll help you. Because I want to help you find Azrael's killer. But... okay. I'll do it. I'll help you. We'll see what we can get out of you, Rousse. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Now listen. Let's see what we can get at. I cannot say the culprit's identity, otherwise I will be executed. Despite that, I helped in this murder case, and you need to learn the truth. Azrael also wanted to know the truth, and that's why the culprit went to meet him. What I'm trying to get at was even listed on his letters. You know it now. You know what I'm trying to hide, right? I understand you now. Rousse, is this true? I guess you figured it out. You know it, don't you? I get it too. But now we can know the truth. It's over. Azrael in his letters wanted to know the truth of this game. In it, he asked a few things. He wanted to know everything. Everything this game had hidden before he had died, from the poison gas, including the traitor. The one thing we've never been able to solve this entire time. However, now I think we can learn. Because the only one who would have the capabilities to try and go up to see Azrael in the first place, to meet him, was if they were impacted by this. It had to be the traitor who killed him. What? Seriously?
No way.
So that's the truth? The traitor's the one who killed him? It's the only option at this point. No one else would do it besides the traitor. They're the one who did it. So, you've learned the truth. Good. Well, look at what time it is. Looks like we have no choice now. Well, I guess now's your chance to find the traitor. So we'll make it that way. If you find the traitor amongst all of you, I suppose now they will be the ones to be executed.
Then that means you know the traitor.
Yep, and I remember that they are the culprit. Now the rules are back to reverted. But how does this work? We have no way of identifying who the traitor could even be, you realize?
They're right. We have nothing that can prove the traitor.
Do we have nothing? Or are we at an impasse? A truth left unveiled. Will we be unable to solve Asriel's murder? We may have one thing. We do. This letter was written by the culprit, which we now know is also the traitor. Because of this, we can confirm something.
That's right. Azrael wrote the traitor, and the traitor wrote Rousse in the end to help them in the murder.
But the traitor was unable to get to Azrael because of all the gas surrounding everyone.
Which is why Rousse went to get the gas mask, bringing it over and gifting it to the culprit. That way, they could end up going through
and getting to Azrael, which they then used to talk to him and unfortunately kill him. And that's just the truth. But it doesn't lead you to the culprit unless you are able to decipher it. That's what the letter is for.
She's right.
We know nothing about the traitor, except for the fact that they wrote this letter to be sent to Rousse. Because of this, we must use only this letter to be able to find the traitor, and it only. Are you sure we'll be able to find the traitor with just that letter?
It's one piece of evidence. How much can we prove with that one thing?
Well, we need to try. We need to try for Azrael's sake. After all, he wasn't that old. Probably the most scared out of us, and we didn't help him. This is our one chance to right our wrongs. I say we do it. Now, what can we learn from this letter? We can immediately knock Boo off a traitor list. But, can we do it? After all, we have nothing that proves the traitor's identity. I may have something. What? Isn't that the... It's the guest list from the Eggman's murder. I kept it as a trophy reward for my victory, but it's probably the one thing you can use right now to find the culprit. See if there's any names, or at least handwriting that can match.
That's it, but can we rely on this?
Last time we relied on the handwriting, it was a lie. Because someone fragmented it. Sorry. Again.
I don't believe we have a choice now. We have our one way to find the traitor, and we're going to do it. Let's see. We just have to match the handwriting of the traitor's letter, and we'll figure it's all...
Kirby, are you alright?
How long? How long? Yes, I know it. I do know the traitor.
Kirby, you.
I know who it is. I can't say it. I thought we were just getting somewhere. No! I can't do it, Hey, it's okay to say it. I mean, we want to know the truth, right? No. No. No, 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 no. Kirby, I'm sorry. Why? This can't be real. This can't be true. You're the only one. Checking the handwriting. It can't be anyone but one person. The traitor. The traitor is Lady Chalice, the ultimate troublemaker. No. That can't be true.
Chalice, you're the... No. But how does...
There is no way she can be the...
It's all true. The handwriting matches up. She wrote to you, Chalice, and you wrote back to Rousse. You're the traitor this whole time. I don't even know where to start. I wanted to say, but why did you do it? I can't believe didn't think it had to be you. You were so kind to me, the only person that had left since then, but now it's just you and me. Did it have to be you? Did you really kill
We won't believe it.
Kirby, you must have read it wrong. You think Chalice is the culprit?
Come on. Chalice wouldn't hurt Azrael. They were best friends. I don't care if she's the traitor. I know a good friend when I see it. It can't be her.
Yeah, that's just wrong. For her to be the traitor?
You guys, you don't have to.
No, we won't believe it.
Chalice is too kind-hearted to have be the traitor. It's not possible.
It cannot be her, and we won't accept it. Yeah, you have lots of issues coming at you, Kirby, to accuse her.
I'm right. I know I'm right. I can read it. You all won't believe me, but I'm telling the truth. I did it. It was Chalice. You just won't believe me. Do I really have to make you all believe it? I'll show you the truth. It can't be anyone but her.
Wait, Chalice would ever try to kill Azrael.
They were too close to have helped.
But they were close enough to have worked with Rousse. Of course they would be able to ask them for help.
For her to believe she's been working with the mastermind this whole time, it doesn't make sense.
They've been with Rousse all the time. Doesn't it seem... Even I can sense this bullshit. There's no way it can be him.
It's all the evidence points to. Chalice is the traitor.
I don't want to accept it, but... And we won't accept it either.
Cause there's no way it can be her. It's not possible.
But everything is true.
She never killed Azrael. It's not possible.
What? Huh? What the? He's right. I am the traitor. Chalice? I can't believe you all won't accept that. Chalice, why are you accepting it? You realize they're not true.
There's nothing that proves that you're the traitor. You couldn't have even killed Azrael. You don't even know where the gun was.
I don't need a gun, Brock. What? I didn't use a gun. I killed Azrael with my finger bullets. That's the answer.
What?
Oh shit. But there's no way. You and Kirby were in the pantry. And there's no way you could have gone out and murdered him. This came with the gas mask, which I used to be able to leave. We switched places while I went to go see Azrael. No. But why the hell would you kill and then aim to be caught? When I saw Azrael, he asked me not to fight in this trial. I swore I wouldn't. No!
But there's no point. He was already dying by the gas. Why would you kill him if he was already slowly dying from the motive?
He was so weak. I didn't want to, but he asked me to. I did what he wanted.
He asked you?
Chalice, Kirby, look at my hands. You have to understand I'm guilty. You were right, I am the traitor. I did this. I will explain it to you all. I'm sorry I lied to you. I won't hide anything. The truth is the truth. I am the traitor. It's you who won't believe me.
We can't believe you.
It's just... Why you? You were such good friends with everyone.
To think that you would be the traitor.
Is all of this, everything what you said, true?
It's true. And I can prove it all. I'll explain everything to you all. But you have to give me a chance. I'll tell you what the truth of this case is. If you let me. It's the only way you'll all believe me. Okay. We'll listen to you. Chalice, tell us the truth of this case. I will. I'll help you as well, Chalice. I'll help you as well, Chalice. They deserve to know. Thank you. This is the truth of this case, everyone. Please listen. The murder occurred late at night. Azrael was beginning to lose faith in himself, slowly dying due to the poisonous gas in his system from the motive. Boo had showed up, asking if he wanted to send anything. Azrael quickly responded. He had written a note dedicated to try and find the truth of this game, a last wish to their best friend in the game, which was oddly enough the culprit of this case. Elsewhere, trapped by the gas in the pantry, Kirby and the culprit waited. Overnight, while Kirby had fallen asleep, Boo had showed up, showing the letter that was sent to them by Azrael. The culprit read it and realized that they were dying. Azrael wouldn't make it due to the gas. So, they had one option. The culprit made a plan. He would write on the letter and ask it to be sent to another person. This time, sent to Rousse. Once Boo had found Rousse, she had read the letter, learning what the traitor had planned, the culprit of this case. They had planned to show Azrael the truth, but not intend to kill him. Due to this, Rousse had to figure out the plan quickly, and immediately erased Boo's mind, forgetting that he had sent 2 previous messages, and Rousse went to work. Rousse would then enter Monokuma's office, armed with nothing but a single taser. Monokuma was busy monitoring over the killing game, and the motive got ongoing. But when Rousse arrived, everything had changed. He took the taser
and electrocuted Monokuma in a violent way until he had reached a shutdown. His body had shut down, and the taser was left. Monokuma slowly let his oil out. He wasn't dead, but permanently shut down. Nothing was monitored from here. No Monokuma file. They wouldn't even know if our new victim would even die. Rousse took the time to do two things. Using the computer, she was able to free herself from the collar strapped around her neck, no longer being forced as a servant. But that wasn't the only thing they did. They had ended up grabbing a gas mask. This gas mask was used by whoever would win a class trial, so that the culprit would be able, the winner of another class trial would be able to use it. But since Boo was the only winner of any class trial, this exempt from motive didn't work, since Boo was already immune to the poison, being a ghost. So it was available for use, which Rousse took. Thanks to the gas mask, Rousse was able to get through with it, unable to be affected by the gas and locking them in. This was then gifted to the culprit, who then took it and went out, leaving Rousse with Kirby. With the gas mask, the culprit was able to finally show up to Azrael, locked in the 4th floor VIP room. And that's when the culprit revealed themselves to be the traitor, showing themselves. But this elaborate case was just one part. Azrael planned to die. Due to his infection getting very worse, the culprit had no choice. He was asked to kill Azrael. The culprit was unable to, but after a while, they accepted it. The traitor lifted their arm, and using their special finger abilities, they shot Azrael, killing them. In tears, they did one final thing. They took Azrael's letter and hid it, and finally took off Azrael's clothes. The culprit would return back to the pantry, dropping off the gas mask and telling Rousse what happened. Rousse would end up taking the clothes taken by the culprit of Azrael's body, and using their similar look, would proceed to dress up as Azrael for the next class trial, and take the gas mask and hide it, while the culprit and Kirby were left in the pantry overnight, pretending like nothing had happened. But yet, a murder occurred because of them.
So now you understand? Yes. The only person who could have killed Azrael is you. Why are you the traitor, Chalice? I'll explain it all. Please, listen.
What happened? It's over. We confess.
No. God damn it, why? Why you? I never wanted it to be you.
So you killed Azrael. Because... why? I can't believe this.
It's I'll explain it to you, the rest. The important parts. After voting. I want you all to be able to know that I am guilty. Monokuma, can we get to the voting? Please, let's do it. Fool, voting time. Well. Here we go. Everyone, it's now time for voting.
No.
Yes, no, yes. It's time for the voting. Everyone, please take out your tablets and vote for who you think is the culprit, or rather, the traitor. Fool.
Not even I can do this. It's too messed up. But please, you all know the truth. I want to be able to share everything. You have to vote for me. I won't fight. Please. Confess to me as the traitor. I'll tell you everything. I understand, Chalice. I understand. Everyone, please listen to her and do what she asks. I trust you. I do. Okay. I'll do it.
Alright.
Yes. What? Okay.
Fool, all the votes have been cast. It's time to see who is responsible for Azrael's murder. Phew. Ooh, the votes have been cast, and the results are in. Every single vote goes to Chalice. Your apparent killer has been selected. She will be executed soon enough.
Alongside her, Rousse will be executed for assisting in murder.
God damn it, we must have been right.
But why? Why would you do it?
How were you the traitor?
It has to be you then. How are you the traitor? I'll explain it. The reason I'm the traitor is because I saw the mastermind.
What?
I saw him. Remember how we were explaining that there were devices that was used to erase our memories? Mine didn't work. In fact, I woke up from it. The machine I was strapped to that would have erased my memories had failed. I didn't become a memory retainer, but I knew what was going on. As I was exploring, I suddenly found him. I found the mastermind. I was about to shoot him, but he offered me something else. He explained everything that was happening. Alongside, he offered me a free space. I would get out of this killing game alive due to my personality. And everything else, if I played along. I knew if I didn't, he would certainly kill me right then and there. And especially after he told me his own plan, but I accepted it anyways. After that, I met Rousse. The two of us ended up working together under the mastermind's will. We've been doing a lot of stuff in the sidelines that you would never know about. So you know the mastermind, his identity, and you know their plan? You're right. They're trying to get the spirits of all these people back.
That's all we can say, though. Otherwise, we both die now.
But we're going to die anyways. If we say it, more worse things will come for all of you. But I know you can figure out the truth, but
Why Azrael?
why would you do it to Azrael? When he wanted to know the traitor, I was the only one who comforted after Chakara's death. But when he wanted to know the traitor, we designed the plan to make it happen. I went and met up with him. Rousse, are you back? Or what? Hey, Azrael. Lady Chalice, you're alright. I
got your letter.
What?
I got your letter.
This was meant to be sent to Rousse. Wait. You... I saw you had written the part that you wish you knew the truth of this killing game, and the traitor. Well, when I saw this, me and Rousse masterminded a little plan to get to you, amongst all the gas. Wait, Lady Chalice. You're the... It's true. I am the traitor. I'm sorry I had to reveal this to you, Azrael. I wanted to keep it secret. I didn't want you to know about any of it. I didn't want to hurt you. Chalice? I had a feeling it was you. Huh? The way you were always talking to Rousse, the other servants, the way you were hiding your truths. It was you. I'm so glad to know that. Azrael, my body hurts, Chalice. Everything hurts. I heard what Rousse said. He can't cure you. I heard what you said, so I came here to tell you I'm sorry. It's okay, Chalice. I'm just so glad I get to see you one last time. You were the traitor. You know the mastermind. You can end this if you confess. I can't. I don't want to die. You have to be braver, Chalice. You can tell them the mastermind. Can't. Yes, you can. Azrael, I can't stay like this much longer. Chalice? Yes, Azrael? Please. Kill me. What? I'm not gonna last. The gas is gonna hurt everyone if it keeps going. The hours will go overnight. It'll hurt everyone. I can't do this, Azrael. You're too young. I can't. Please. I want to see my sister again. I want you six to be safe. I'll die if I do this. You want the others safe too, right? This motive is too much. It's the least we can do. Chalice, I think of you as a mother to me in this game. Sometimes mothers have to make hard decisions. I can't, Asriel. Please. It's okay. Azrael, don't. Please, you promise you'll do this for me, right? But you'll be trapped. You won't be able to go anywhere. You'll free us from this killing game. You'll find the mastermind and help us. You won't control our spirits. I won't let it happen anymore. I promise. Thank you. Now, please. Do it. I don't want to die like this. Hey, one more thing before you do it. Yeah? Two things, really. First, can you promise not to fight during the Clash trial? Please, don't, just accept your fact you're gonna lose. Okay. What's the second? If you find my mother, tell her I'll be okay. If you get out of here, tell her I'll be alright. Thank you, Chalice. I love you, Azrael. I'm sorry I have to do this. Please don't apologize. Thank you for everything. I have to do this. That's what happened. He wanted me to do it, so I did it. I didn't want to see him suffer.
And then you asked for the plan to dress up? No, that was my decision.
I did it as an act to confuse all of you, taking off his clothes.
But then she gave it to me, and that's when I decided to do something to it. She didn't plan for me to do this, but I did it anyways. I'm sorry.
Why?
Please don't be sad. You five are the greatest right now. You fought long and hard. I know there only has to be 2 more deaths for this game to be over, but you all can find the mastermind and their identity. You can figure out who it is. Flareon, huh? You're a very wonderful cook. I loved eating your meals every day. You gave me something that made me feel happy amongst all of this. And you make everyone else happy with your amazing abilities and techniques of charming everyone. I thank you for it. Chalice, don't. You're making me cry. Brock, I'm sorry what happened to you in your life. There's so much I wish I could help you with. I even wanted to give you advice for when you get back home. I know you'll get back home safely. We're sorry this had to happen.
It's alright. I'll figure out a better life.
Hopefully I'm glad I could teach you how to do something a bit better. To not be like me. Dreambirds, you're a wonderful king. Know that. Please. You can get home and rule everyone. I know it.
But I've lost everything.
You need to stay positive. Keep your head up like a real king would. And lead everyone to safety. You may have made mistakes, but I know you can get better from them.
Thank you, Lady Chalice.
Boo?
I know you may have done some things wrong. You killed 3 people. But I understand what it's like. I've been hiding undercover this whole time. I've always wanted to come clean, but I never could. I always want you to understand that you don't have to be like this. You can change. I can't. I'm just a ghost who's meant to scare. Anyone can change. I learned that through this game. I didn't become a troublemaker in the end. I became someone helpful, like you did. Thank you. And Kirby? Please don't go. I need you. I can't do this by myself, Chalice. You can. You can. I can't find the mastermind. You can. You've been brave. I saw a chance when you ended up getting stuck the way you were with Meta Knight's death. I saw an opportunity to be able to lead everyone, including the audience. That's, well, things would get better. And that maybe I was the traitor. I think I hinted it well. I'm sorry. You can do it. You have to stay strong. I know you won't have any friends, but you have everyone here who are great people. You can find the mastermind and the truth of this game. I'm going to be trapped along with him. You can do this, right? It will be tough. I can. Thank you. I'll even help you. What? You'll see. Thank you, Kirby. Mwah. Chalice, no. Well, I think we're about ready, Monokuma. You can go ahead and execute us now. I really hope you're ready for this. I am. It's going to be rough and painful, but I am ready.
Well, I think it's about time. Now, Chalice and Rousse have been apparently found guilty. It's time for their punishment.
Goodbye, everyone. I know you can find the mastermind. You can do it. After all, I believe in you, 5. You can do it. We're ready for anything.
No, she did it?
She deactivated Monokuma.
I didn't know Rousse grabbed the taser. No wonder she was late.
She's dead.
But
She shut off Monokuma. Monokuma shut off again.
Can someone help me?
That's Rousse.
Chalice, I'm so... Hey, you alright?
Rousse, I thought I could save her. That bullet went straight through her head. There's no way she was making it after that.
That was smart, though. Trying to stop Monokuma that way.
He's knocked out. We have a chance. A chance? I'm sorry, Chalice, but that was our plan. Now that we've done it, we may be able to get to the mastermind and the truth. Monokuma's knocked out. We have a chance for you all to learn.
But there's only 5 of us.
I don't know if we'll be able to do it, Kirby. Chalice is putting our trust in you. I'm going to help. But now that Chalice is... You have to do this.
We're right. We can't give up yet. We still have a mastermind we need to find and end this killing game.
She may be dead, but she gave us an assignment. One which we can't refuse. You're right. We still have to learn everything. I think it's time we start looking for the mastermind. Now that Monokuma's out, we have full access to his office. That's where we'll start. Well, we cannot waste time today. We have to head there now. There's only so much time left today. Let's get going. Then we will start finding the mastermind. I'm sorry, Chalice, but I think we all have the courage now to keep going. We'll press on and find the mastermind. We will end this killing game. We will end it today. That is a promise.